I'm going to try to set you 2 pages or talk through 2 pages with you per lesson. Before we finish this, don't forget that you've got your online practice. Please join a class if you can. It means I can check your work. But there's lots and lots of practice on the Headway online. We've got some future forms activities. There we go. I'm very excited. All my family this weekend. So is it I will infect or I'm going to infect? No, sorry. I will see or I'm going to see. Well, of course, it's I'm going to see because it's already planned. Okay. I don't know if I have time to come this evening. I'll see. Yeah, again, we haven't had a chance to plan this. You can listen to it again.
1. I'm very excited. I'm going to see all my family this weekend.
I don't know if I have time to come this evening. I'll see.
Okay, so you've got loads of practice there of the grammar that we've just done. And whoops, come back. Don't do these ones for the moment because, of course, they're coming in the future. Okay, you can do reading activities and listening activities if you want. Writing, as I say, we'll come to that in the future. There's also a grammar test and a vocabulary test and a challenge down here. So there's lots of stuff that you can do apart from just the bits that I'm giving you from the book. Let's have a look at page 51. And I'd like you to read through this, and you're going to need to press pause again because to keep the video short, I'm going to put up the answers in a moment. Actually, I'm going to, if you press pause, I'll put them up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. So we say, what do you do on Sundays? That is present simple. That is last Sunday, next Sunday, 1 year ago, 1 year in the future. What do you do on Sundays? I go for a walk in the park, or I have a fried full English breakfast. Okay, we use present simple for that because it's a routine. What are you doing this Sunday? That's present continuous, and we've mentioned that it's Sunday, so it's clear we're not talking about now, we're talking about the future, and it's your plans, your intentions, your future arrangements. I'll give you a lift is an offer. It's spontaneous. The decision is made at the time of speaking. It's not being planned. I'm going to give Dan a lift to the airport. That is something that's already been arranged before the time of speaking. Okay. I'll write the report tonight. Again, it's spontaneous. It's going to start and finish tonight. I will have written the report by tonight. We're focusing on the completed action. Okay. Doesn't matter when I start it, but I will have finished it. It will be complete. Okay. And very often we use by in those sentences. We'll have supper at 8 if you like. Very often we use will and if in separate halves of the same sentence, in separate clauses. Okay. We'll be having supper at 8. Now that action will be in progress at the time, so don't call me at 8 o'clock because we'll be having supper. Okay. I don't say supper. Mind you, I don't eat at 8 o'clock in the evening either. Right. Okay. So that's for the first part. Now, down the bottom here, it says there are many ways to talk about the future in English. If you say, I'm meeting George for lunch, I'm going to meet George for lunch, there's no difference, really, no major difference. You can't say, I'm meeting George for lunch unless it's clear that it is imminent. It's coming very, very soon, okay? Because the time must always be clear, okay? I'm working at home tomorrow. Sounds like we will be for a couple of weeks. We will be working at home for the next 2 weeks. Something like that, okay? And with flights, we tend to use present simple, but you could also say the flight will arrive, the flight's going to arrive, or the flight will be arriving. In that case, there's very little difference. It's just a slight difference in focus, okay? You can look at the back, pages 155 and 156, and check it for yourself.